Well, that was not what I predicted at all. The Titans didn't. I predicted the Titans would win 24-20. Mariota throws for 2 touchdowns and runs for 1 touchdown. The Titans win a great close game, 24-20. And instead, it was the Titans demolishing the Jaguars in a game that was highly undramatic, winning 30-9. And Henry had a terrific game, running for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Was not expecting that terrific or wonderful game at all from Henry. That was unexpected and astounding, wonderful. And also the Titans steamrolling the Jaguars in a game that was highly undramatic, 30-9. You could say, as far as the cons, really not much to list. Jaguars were able to get on the board mainly through a safety because of when the Titans were returning a punt in a blunder that looked like it was something from the replacements. There was that. There was also the interception by Mariota. Just looked like a rookie-style interception and rookie mistake interception. And even though the Titans' defense were able to prevent the Jaguars from scoring any points after the turnover, it doesn't change that it was still a rookie-style interception by Mariota. Even though I see that it was clearly intended for Sharp, but he overthrew him and threw it directly right to the Jaguars defender. So those were the flaws or the cons for this game. They weren't much, but those were noticeable cons for the Titans in this game. Other than that, the Titans had a terrific game and utterly happy with the result, because Titans avoid completely all drama because they score first, they continue to score, and didn't have any drama in this game, demolishing a losing team 30-9. It was also and the Titans, once they had that momentum of that goal line stand by the Titans defense, all the momentum changed. It was shown because Henry ran 100 yards for a touchdown, which I wasn't expecting at all, and really can't deny that Henry was guilty of a face mask, so I was really astounded that he wasn't called for a face mask, even though it was utterly obvious that he was guilty of a face mask. So I was really astounded that there was no flag for a face mask for that 100 yards touchdown. He also had a 50-yard touchdown and then a 15-yard run for a touchdown. Now I was expecting him to score for the goal line, but I was not for the goal line for the first Titans touchdown. I wasn't expecting to run 100 yards for a touchdown. I wasn't expecting to run 50 yards also for a touchdown. So it just continued to be astounding, amazing. And then he ran again for his 4th touchdown for 15 yards, which wasn't that utterly unexpected, but really was not expecting him to have 2 consecutive, to have for his 2nd and 3rd touchdown, that they would both be long range, which they were. 100 yards and 50 yards. So I was utterly astounded with this wonderful game that Henry had, and also I was extremely happy that the Titans completely avoided all drama and demolished this losing team 30-9. And it was also this was the Titans' final primetime game of the year, as far as anything that's like actually regularly scheduled, and it was a home game and they played wonderful since they did demolish the Jaguars 30-9. I'm also astounded because it's the second season in a row that they sweep the Jaguars, and that's hard to do. And just like last year, they had one game where they scored above 29 points and demolished the Jaguars. So history is repeating itself in more ways than one with the Titans and the Jaguars, with history favoring the Titans. And was also it was a decent week for the Titans because it was a decent week for the Titans because the 49ers ended up defeating the Broncos, and so the Titans move ahead of the Broncos. The Chiefs ended up defeating the Ravens, so the Titans have moved closer to the Ravens. And obviously, I know the Dolphins avoided a loss to the Patriots. Otherwise, the Titans would be moving ahead of them. And Colts, and end up shining and defeating the Texans in Houston, ending that long winning streak. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of drama for the final 3 weeks of the NFL season involving the Titans, the Colts, and the Dolphins, all in the playoffs, all in the hunt for the wild card spot, mainly for the sixth seed, the final wild card. And the Ravens don't have much of a. They've got the window. The window is now open for the Colts or the Dolphins and Titans all to take that spot if any of them are able to continue to win, and Ravens are able to lose. The Ravens do lose another game, which is possible since they do play the Chargers for one of the 3 remaining games. And so the Titans do win their second game as far as their having to win their final 5 games. So they increased their winning streak now to 2 games, and they now have 3 moving on to game 3 of the 5 games they need to win out for their best chance to make the playoffs. And the next game is the Giants, and can't deny that I'm scared about this game, mainly because it's pretty much the same situation as last year when they played the 49ers. Even though the Giants they're not realistically in it, but they're still in it as far as for the playoffs. The Titans are still mostly playing a spoiler Giants team, and it's also on the road. It's similar, just like it was on the road versus the 49ers, so it's pretty much the same situation. And the Giants have been playing better football mostly since that Giants Monday Night Football, since the 49ers Monday Night Football game. So I can't deny I'm scared facing the Giants, mainly because the Titans could have a common kind of loss like they had versus the 49ers last season, and it's going to be a challenging game to contain Barkley, Beckham, Shepard, but mostly also Barkley. So yeah, I can't wait to watch the Titans play the Giants, which expect to be a challenging game with the Giants team that has been playing better football. And it's going to be an interesting, great, dramatic final month for the AFC wildcard and possibly the AFC South, since the Colts did defeat the Texans. Their winning streak is over, and they have games remaining, including at the Jets. So the window is not extremely open for the Colts or the Titans to win that AFC South, but it's not completely shut, mainly because the Colts did defeat the Texans, and the Texans now are going to have to start a winning streak to keep the window from getting more open, including versus at the Jets. So it's going to be an interesting final month of the season mostly for the wild card, but also possibly for the AFC South, since no doubt the Titans do want to still win the AFC South, and that's a slim possibility, but not non-existent. And also the Colts wanting to win the AFC South